Okay, our second sequence, more about grounding, nice long holds. We're going to try and hold for 8 breaths for most of the poses. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. Okay, so you're going to start at the front of your mat again, okay? And you're going to hug your left knee this time right into your chest. So draw it up as far as you can, okay? Hopefully you can reach your knee and draw it right in. Grind down through that right foot. Drop your shoulders down and back, neck is long. Check in with your breath. And then relax that leg and it's going to step as far back behind you as you can. Okay, so we've got that nice long stance again. A nice stretch here in the left hip flexor. Deep bend in that right knee. Draw the ribs back as much as you can and then raise the hands up. Okay, so you're sinking down through the pelvis here. Walk that foot back until you feel that you've got lots of room for your pelvis to sink down. So you're nice and light and relaxed through the upper body, grounding down and strong through the lower body. Ribs back. And just hold in this pose while focusing on your breath. And then lower the left heel to the ground. Walk your right foot so that it's in your right heel is in line with your left arch. And then you've got that same deep bend on that front leg, but you're nice and straight through that left leg. Then float the arms up. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Dropping the shoulders down. Keep the right ear away from the right shoulder as you turn to look over your middle finger. Remember those ribs, so keep them back. Tailbone tucks under. And hold them for 8 breaths. The right knee should be in line with the second toe, so you can just check that. Should be directly above the heel. You should feel this muscle working pretty hard. Keep that deep bend in the knee and you're going to move your body forwards. Lower the elbow onto the knee, reach the left hand forwards. So you have a nice line going from your left fingertip to your left toes. And a deep bend through that right knee. This feels really easy. You can reach that right hand down. Keep that length through your spine. So you don't want to fold down to get there. You've got that nice shape. Imagine that you're stretching the mat apart with your feet. How's your breath? Check in with your breathing. That right thigh should be trembling a little bit. Should be doing lots of nice work. Press your pelvis forwards. Bum wants to stick out behind. Keep the knee bent. Inhale back up to warrior. Straighten that knee. Really nice. Okay. Last one on this side. We're going to do Trikonasana, so triangle pose. Okay, so make sure that bum isn't sticking out behind you, so your tailbone's gently tucked under, fingertips are spread nice and wide, and again, you're trying to keep that length in the side body, okay? And then lower your fingertips only to wherever you feel that you can keep that length. So it might be up here, Might be here, might be all the way to the floor. But either way, you want that nice long side body. Shoulders want to tend to grip up into the ears, so drop the shoulders down and back. Back of the neck is long. Keep looking straight ahead if that's what feels right for you. Otherwise, you're going to turn to look up at your left fingertips. Remember that little cue of keeping your left ear away from your shoulder so that you don't tighten up through that neck. Feel the breath. Feel the weight evenly on both feet, okay? You should feel nice and light in the upper body as well, like you could lift off. You're not grinding down with your upper body, only with your legs. Stretching them mad apart from your feet. Big breath in and out. And then turn to look over your right foot, bend the right knee, hands come down either side of that right foot and step it back. Good. Into downward dog or down into child's pose if you want to rest. Either or, but you're going to be here for 8 breaths, so whichever one you choose, well, you can choose half and half if you like. Okay, so press back through your hands so your shoulders are pressing backwards, your hips are high, knees are bent, head hangs down, it's nice and free. So releasing that tension from the upper body while we're making the lower body work really nice and hard. Feel the breath into a nice soft belly, so there should be no contraction around the belly. Make sure that you're not hanging down through the shoulders, so you're making the arms work. So imagine that you're pressing the mat away with your hands. That'll keep the shoulders nice and strong and active, and so you're not putting too much force through the shoulder joint, but rather through the muscles. Then you're going to walk your feet forwards to the top of your mat. Hold on to your elbows. Bend your knees, so deep bend here. So you're trying to get your spine to round is the key. You can straighten your legs if your hamstrings allow, but don't worry too much about it. And then uncurl all the way up into standing. So you're going to be at the top of the mat again, and we're going to do the opposite side. So the right leg was forward the last time, so you're going to hug the right knee into your chest this time. Grind down to that left leg. Allow the shoulders to sink down and back. And then just release the right knee, step it all the way back to the end of your mat. Okay, so you're stretching that mat apart from the feet. Okay, nice long stance here as much as you can, and that you're comfortable in your hips with. Your left knee is directly above the ankle. Okay, and then we're going to inhale, hands all the way up, and then sink down through the pelvis. Press the mat away, so keep the front thigh lifted. Don't sink down into that front thigh because you're putting pressure on the front of the hip then on the right. So keep pushing the heel backwards is a really good cue here. So the right heel is lifted and pressing backwards. Remember those ribs, Claire McGuinness? So the more bendy you are, the harder you'll have to work to keep everything in its place. The stiffer you are, the more you have to work to get the flexibility. We're all working on something. more busy your mind is, the more you want to move. So you won't like these poses. Lower the right heel, turn the foot slightly in, walk your left foot in so that the heel is in line with the arch. You still want a nice wide stance, maybe just not quite as wide. Float the hands up, spread the fingers apart. Relax the shoulders down, bend into that left knee. Little toe, weight on the little toe side of the foot, so you want to collapse in. I'll show you from the front. Okay, you want to do this. So where the knee goes in and the foot collapses in, but try and keep that knee directly forwards over that second toe. Okay, so from here you can also see where the bum wants to stick out behind, gently tuck it under while bringing the ribs back. Nice deep bend in that front knee. Turn to look over the left fingertips. Lift your left ear away from your left shoulder nice and gently. Ribs back. Keep the arms lifted. Lean forwards, keep the bend in the front knee, keep the weight in the right heel, left elbow onto the knee, swing that hand up and forwards. Good, so see the bum, tuck it under. Really nice. So you can look down at the ground here, try and get that left shoulder down and back, or you can look up at your right fingertips. You can feel the breath getting heavy. You should really feel that left thigh working, mine's trembling. My ribs want to stick out, my bum's want to stick out, but I'm working really hard here. Inhale all the way up, straighten that front leg, nice. Okay, Trikonasana. So the hands are still spread wide. Front leg, make that thigh really firm before you move. And then lengthen your body forwards. Bring the fingertips down. Come to the side. Okay, so lengthen, bring the tips down. Keep that side body nice and long. So you're only going as far as is comfortable for you. Trying to rotate the right ribs up towards the ceiling. Get a nice bit of rotation there. Drop the shoulders down and away. Right ear lengthens away from the shoulder before you turn. Only turning if that feels comfortable on your neck. And then turn to look at your left foot. Windmill the hands down. Step that left foot back. Knee into downward dog. Or drop the knees. Bottom back. Child's pose. Whatever you feel like. Focus on your breathing wherever you are. Awareness of the breath stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. So we're all a little bit in flight or fight these days with a lot of stress in the world. So bring it back to the breath. Will always calm things down. Just keep your awareness on the breath. You don't have to change the breath. Just be aware of it. Feel that rise of your tummy. A nice soft tummy. then step the feet forwards. And then uncurl all the way up into standing. Inhale, reach the hands up. Hands come back to heart center. Exhale. Okay, so we're going to go into a nice little balance pose. So let's set up our base here. So really important is the activity in the feet, okay? So I want you to lift up all your toes, set them back down, feel the weight on the little toe side of the feet, feel the weight in your heels. So press down through your heels, and you should feel your legs becoming more active here. So you should feel the quads firm, buttocks firm. All the leg muscles are kicking in here. So they're a nice strong base from which we're going to work. So now we're going to press our weight into the left heel as we float our right knee up. So just hold in this position for a couple of breaths until you feel steady. And that might be as far as you go today. Otherwise, you're going to try and take your right hand to the inside of your right knee. And then you're going to try and open out through that right hip. Keep pressing and grinding down through that left heel. Shoulders are down and back. And that's probably enough. But if you really want to push it or have the flexibility, if you can keep long in your spine and grab hold of your toe, then go ahead. And then straighten the leg out. You might want to balance the left hand out to the side. Bend it back in. Bring the knee all the way in. And lower down. Shake out the left leg, shake out the right. And we'll do the same on the opposite side. So we're standing firm on the left, so this time we're going to stand firm on the right. So press down into both heels. Press your fingertips towards the ground. Feels like you're stretching the back of the neck. Grind down through that right heel, little toe side of the foot. Firm, firm thigh, firm buttock as you float that leg up. Hands can be on the hips. Keep looking at a non-moving object straight ahead of you will help with the balance. Take the hand to the inside of the left knee. And then open that knee out to the side if it's available for you. You might only be able to get onto your toe touch with the left foot. Your balance is really unsteady today. Balance is fluid, it comes and it goes. It's more connected to our mind than anything. If it's available, grab that toe. Try not to round through the spine to get there. Bend in the knee. And lower down. And shake out the foot. That's the end of our balance sequence. 20 minutes again.